Happy Bet Match of the Day. Wir bekommen Besuch aus Nordirland. Der Mann hat sich in den letzten 18 Monaten in die Top 20 gespielt. Er ist die aktuelle 19 der Welt, hat am vergangenen Wochenende ein Pro-Tour-Turnier gewinnen können. Er stand gleich am Tag darauf auch noch im Finale. Und gestern hat er die Nummer 4 der Welt mit Adrian Lewis hier aus dem Turnier geworfen. Und er ist hoch motiviert und in der Form seines Lebens. Ein herzliches Willkommen, Super Chin, Daryl Gurney. Daryl Gurney tritt an gegen den jüngsten Weltmeister in der Geschichte. 2006 gewann er im Alter von 21 Jahren und 90 Tagen damals das BDO-WM-Finale gegen Landsmann Raymond van Barneveld. In diesem Jahr hat er seine zweite Premier League-Saison gespielt, die aktuelle Nummer 10 der Welt. The Cobra, Jelle Klaasen!
Well, the number 3 seed, Mensur Suljovic, has scraped his way through to the last 16. It is now down to the number 11 seed, Jelle Klaasen, a man who is also ranked in the top 10 in the world, to see if he can join him there. However, Jelle, well, we know he's got his injury problems. It's caused him serious issues in the Premier League and indeed in some of his recent games. And he is up against Daryl Gurney, who's already knocked out the two-time world champion Adrian Lewis. He's won his first title. He nearly made it 2 titles in 2 days last weekend. He was 1 bullseye away from doing so on a Sunday against Joe Cullen. And quite frankly, he is playing the best darts of his life right now, the Northern Irishman. I'm Dan Dawson. Chris Murphy has joined me in the commentary box for this one. And I've not seen what the bookies are saying, but it might be tempting to make Super Chin the favourite for this.
Well, I don't get involved in all that, Dan, but I would say that you might be right.
First leg, Daryl to throw first. Game on!
Recent form line suggests so. But Jelle Klaasen has the upper hand in meetings between this pair. He's won 4 out of 5,
60.
including a 6-0 tonking on the European Tour in their very first meeting in Gibraltar 2 years ago. And Klaasen's best run recently came on the European Tour. He got to the semi-final of the German Darts Championship, where, as seems to be the case for Jelle Klaasen in European Tour events, he got beaten by Michael van Gerwen.
Yes. However, I would say that Jelle Klaasen, despite having this, it's tendonitis, isn't it? It's an issue in his wrist, his throwing wrist. And he's played with strapping on it and all sorts of stuff. I was concerned going into the final day about Jelle having to play more than 1 game. But he played 2 games and he played superbly to win them both, to get through to the semis, and that is a maximum for Jelle Klaasen. Now, it's not just if he has a poor score his hand hurts. His hand will hurt when he's throwing that 180 there.
58.
And Daryl Gurney is a man who knows all about hand problems. Broke bones in him.
Well, I was going to say, if Jelle Klaasen's worried about his hand problems, he only need look at his opponent, because look what he's done since overcoming it. He spent 6 months doing left-handed handshakes as he's kind of bones repaired themselves.
60.
Well, now, still getting shooting pains for a number of months afterwards. But Jelle Klaasen to get a break of throw here, 16 for double top he wants.
44.
Just pulling in a little bit low. Daryl Gurney, bit of a sluggish start to this one. Looking at the 18s, may only get a dart at the bullseye. Oh, he doesn't even get that.
36.
Oh, Jelle.
You require 20.
Fill your boots, son.
Ten score.
Well, if you took an average of those darts, it's somewhere near the double 10, but none of them individually were particularly good.
Gurney off the hook. Or is he? Or is he?
Jelle, you required 10.
21 darts thrown, and he hasn't held his throw. Double 1 for Klaasen.
Game Sean, the first leg. Yellow Klaasen, second leg, yellow to throw first. Game on.
There was a 21 dark break in which he hit a 180.
Well, it wasn't pretty, was it? But that's pretty as a picture.
180.
Well, Yella recently,
57.
he's had 2 6-0 defeats and a 6-1 defeat all in his last 5 games. But he is still capable, as you see here, of throwing some excellent darts. He's gone 4 perfect ones at the start of this leg, as he looks to consolidate that breaker throw and go 2-0 up. And Darryl Gurney, a man who, I mean, he bossed the game with Adrian Lewis, had to survive match darts in the end, but he was the aggressor right the way through. He is being given a bit of a going over in the opening stages of this leg.
Yeah, Gurney was the better player. He hit 6 180s, average 98 in that win against Adrian Lewis. Had to survive. 3 mismatched darts. Klaasen now. Well, that dart is on a stray, but
Game shot.
gave him a double that he didn't want.
Yellow Klaasen,
But it didn't matter in the end, 2-0.
Darryl to throw first.
Yeah,
Game
Lewis
on.
looked like he'd really knocked the stuffing out of Darryl Gurney. He took out 144 to level up. And Darryl Gurney looked to have collapsed in the last leg. He threw his worst darts of the match in the decider. But then Lewis missed 3 match darts. And Gurney took full advantage. And on the balance of the whole match, probably deserved to win.
Yeah, he nearly found a way of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, but he got the job done. And I think it's probably a game that Darryl Gurney would not have won. Maybe as little as a few months ago. Maybe as little as a few weeks ago before he claimed that first title and nearly made it 2 in 2 days.
85.
But he has grown as a dart player, and he's a dart player will be seen on the World Series, of course. He'll be going to Las Vegas, Darryl Gurney.
Well, he's now won 14 out of 15 matches.
Some run.
44.
Gurney Klaasen has only won 1 match in his last 4.
1 match in his last 7, in fact.
41.
Admittedly, 1 was to Phil Taylor, Premier League, 1 was to Michael Van Gerwen, 1 was to Barney. He has lost to some good players.
100.
Three
Darryl
first-round
require
exits.
120.
And he's had some tricky draws, hasn't he? It's been, well, to kind of use
82.
the correct term in this context, it's added insult to injury that he's running into Raymond van Barneveld in the 2nd round of a Pro Tour event and getting beaten 6-0.
94.
Well, Darryl Gurney, he's going to split this, I think. Yeah. Double 16, it is his double of choice.
Game shot,
and he pins it this time, and Darryl Gurney does get a leg on the board.
Yellow to throw first.
I think we are still
45.
finding out how good Darryl Gurney could be as a dart player. He is on the fringes of the top 16 in the world, and he's getting very congested around that area. Like of Gerwyn Price and Simon Whitlock, both on the up, you would think. Robert Thornton creeping down from his place in the top 16 as Yella fires in his 3rd maximum.
Gurney got to the final of the Dutch Darts Masters in Venray in February last year. He had to wait over a year to get to another final, but his run last Saturday in Barnsley was very, very impressive. He beat Christo Reyes, Simon Whitlock, Mensah Suljovic, Gerwyn Price and Kim Huybrechts to win that title.
With 107 average against Huybrechts, it has to be said, you know, he had to play well, and played exceptionally well. And when you look at the number of players who've had to make finals numerous times before going on to win it, Joe Cullen is a case in point. Had to learn, once he got to a final, how to produce his best darts, because there's a lot of pressure, you know. That first PDC title within your grasp. Oh, Darryl just having a little look here. I'm not sure what he was checking. Just checking his own score and whether to use that 25. He will reset himself if he's not quite sure what route to go. Yella's not going to get a dart for the leg.
61.
Gurney now.
Is
it the 19s he looks at? It is. Single 19 now for tops. Double top for 2 apiece.
76. Yellow, you require 41.
He has changed his MO to go for double top these days.
31.
Used to be a big 18s man. It's only a change this year that Jelle Klaasen's made. I'm not sure the thinking behind it. Dan, you may know.
Well, we'll just see how Gurney fares with this, and fares pretty well, does level it up, gets the break back that he wanted.
Game on.
I've not talked to Jelle specifically about this, but I have heard him talk about it, and he said that he believes that it is a more sensible breakdown in terms of the numbers. 18 obviously move over to 9, and if you miss inside, you got problems as Gurney had to wait 4.5 legs for it, but Darryl Gurney fires in his first maximum, and Jelle responds with a 177.
Well, Gurney hit 6 maximums yesterday against Adrian Lewis. Had to wait a while for his first in this match.
Says it is his strongest part of his game is scoring. Darryl Gurney believes he can mix it with anybody in terms of the 180 hitting and the big scores.
93.
It's the doubling that he admits he needs to work on, and that's what separates him from the very, very elite of the game. But yeah, Jelle was saying that it's the breakdown, you know.
60.
20s goes into 10s and into 5s, so you're not wasting any darts, having to knock off an odd number. I believe, to be honest, when you've got such a reliable double as double 18, just use it to your advantage. But
is it a case of overthinking? If you're thinking about breakdowns, then surely the route's to try and leave double 16.
89.
Well,
Yellow required.
Well, let's see if he can break down this 97.
Game shown the 5th leg.
In 2 darts for an 11 dart break off throw.
Game on.
Well, look, Jelle has obviously been in some discomfort for some time, and the fact that even though he has lost some games, and he's lost some games heavily of late, that run to the semi-finals in the first Euro Tour, and the fact that he is going toe-to-toe with Darryl Gurney here and producing, at times, some excellent darts, I think is testament to his character. I do think that Jelle's rise over the last couple of years, since rebuilding his throw, forcing his way into the Premier League, and
121.
see a real snap of the wrist there. I think part of that is frustration, part of that is probably pain. I think it's been exhilarating to watch. I think he's been superb, Jelle Klaasen, over the last couple of years. Darryl Gurney makes it 180, number 2 for him, 5 in the match in total. This might be 6.
138.
Moved over to the treble 18.
Gurney has a chance to break back now. Another treble would really enhance his chance. Okay. Decides to use the bull in 25, so he'll get a shot at 116. And Klaasen with a loose start to start with.
32.
Not going to be close enough.
We require 160.
Well, he got himself a dart at tops last time out. Didn't hit it last time.
96.
Doesn't hit it this time. Why?
144.
Well, I said Klaasen won't be close enough. He's got a chance. And that chance is getting bigger. Oh, just brushed perhaps the flight. No, it's a 140, Russ.
140. Darryl, you require 20.
Russ. Left double 2. Probably thinking that he won't come back anyway.
He might do, though. He might do. And he does do. Darryl Gurney. More darts missed by the Northern Irishman. Double 2 goes for Jelle Klaasen.
Jelle Klaasen, 7th leg. Darryl to throw first. Game on.
The Cobra looking to record a 5th career win over Darryl Gurney. Gurney still only 1 win.
83.
Against Jelle Klaasen. It was a similar record, actually, that Joe Cullen has against Darryl Gurney. He's beaten him a number of times. And Joe said,
57.
going into the final, well, I spoke to him after the final, he said, going into that final, I was aware of that record. I know I've got a good record against him. Some players will tell you it doesn't matter. Some players it definitely does. And that is Darryl Gurney's 3rd maximum. He's hit 1 in each of the last 3 legs. The last 2, he's lost them. He'll need to break that pattern.
93.
6 in the match, 125 as you just saw in the tournament. No player yet, Dan, has averaged over 100.
100.
We've had a few threats in, haven't we?
Yeah.
Including Gurney himself in the opening round.
I think there's a couple coming up that might be on a mission to change that. The likes of Peter Wright and a certain Michael van Gerwen.
38.
Yeah, well, further thin, he's quite good. Back to the treble 20.
98.
Yeah, he was on 138 before that visit, so he's left tops.
58. Darryl, you require 40.
Well, he struggled on double top.
Game shot the
He nails
7th
double
leg.
10.
Darryl Gurney,
Just
8th
keeps
leg, yellow
himself
to
in
through
contention.
first. One run of 40.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Darryl Gurney is going to have to find a break of throw from somewhere. Did find one in the 4th leg, but was broken back immediately by Jelle Klaasen and his 11 darter. It's going to be difficult for Gurney to break if Jelle continues to score like this, but he needs more of this. Much more of this.
Well, he's kind of needing to do to Adrian Lewis what Adrian Lewis did to him and appeared to have sealed the job. He was just always kind of that, needed that break and got it in the penultimate leg.
59.
Well, he's down to a finish, but Jelle Klaasen 1-2-1. Starting on the ball, that still gives him a shot, and now it is the bullseye.
78.
You don't know whether that first start was obscuring it a little bit.
167.
Yeah, 167 for Gurney, so, well, he'd love to have a dart at the ball. Offer him a dart at the ball now, he'd bite your hand off. He might get one. Treble 15. Klaasen will be back for 5-3.
Yellow, you require 43.
Tops he wants then. To go within a leg.
23.
And it's Jelle's turn to struggle on double top this time.
68.
And Gurney did put a big dent in that 167. It means that he should get one dart. It is only going to be one dart. 16 for double 16.
52.
Just misses inside.
Yellow, you require
Taps himself
20.
on the head. Only himself to blame. Jelle Klaasen double 10. That's a mile inside. That's right on the wire.
15.
And that's inside as well. And Jelle Klaasen choosing
16.
tops because it breaks down so well. And it breaks down, and it breaks down, and it breaks down again. But unfortunately, it's only breaking down because you're missing the doubles.
Well, no matter how you break it down, Dan, the doubling has been troubling from this pair in this match. And Gurney having a bit of bother again.
No score. Yellow, you require 5. Game
Well,
shot
double
in
2
the 8th
comes
leg.
to his rescue, and Jelle Klaasen
9th leg, Darryl to
is
throw
forcing
first.
Darryl Gurney to win 3 legs on
Game
the
on.
bounce if he is going to knock the number 11 seed out and book his place in the 3rd round. But both of these guys are going to come away from this game. Whichever one loses is going to be convinced they should have won it. Darryl Gurney has hit a 180 in the last 5 legs.
Both players have missed 13
93.
darts at double in this match. No problem with the scoring.
No, certainly not. 8 180s and a 177 between the pair of them.
$58.
Gurney looking to just keep the pressure on Klaasen.
45.
It ain't over until it's over.
42. Darryl requires 76.
16 for double top now. It's not been his friend so far tonight.
56.
And it continues to cause him issues.
Always low as well, it seems.
Mostly, yeah, he did have one high, didn't he? But he has mostly pulled it a little bit low. He's going to get all sorts of darts at this. If he misses here, he'll bust it, I would think. Well, no, he splits it. It's another option. And he does take out the double 4.
Darryl Gurney, 10th leg, Yellow to throw first.
Well, Jelle Klaasen, this is where you want that 12 darter. And a 140 is a pretty good way to start it. Gurney has to hit something big.
Yeah, needs to at least match Jelle.
Does
that.
He was irresistible, wasn't he, Gurney, when he came back at Joe Cullen from, what, 5-2 down in that final on Sunday? And he gave himself a dart at the bullseye to win that title and missed it. And Joe Cullen stepped up and took out the checkout to claim his first title. When he does get on a roll, when he does find his range, he is a very, very serious player. He's hit 180s in the last 5 legs. If he can find another one here, it could go a long way to helping him turn this game around. He would love one here. He needs a 140 to get to a finish.
Well, needs 2 in the treble now.
Not going to happen. Jelle Klaasen is going to get 2 visits from 127. He's worked very, very hard for this Jelle Klaasen, and he stays up there. That's the wise decision. It's not really paid off for him. Leaves him 70.
The thing is, the scoring doesn't really tell us anything from what's gone before. There's no guarantee that Jelle Klaasen is going to finish the job here. 70. No guarantee at all.
20 for tops. Oh, my word. Well, I think he was concerned about having that dart in the way of the double top, and in the end, he's missed the big number completely. Don't miss the big number, as we call it, as a great man once said, because Gurney may be about to punish him. Gurney for 5 apiece. Double 16 76. Misses outside.
Jelle, you require
and he screwed up his face after missing it. And Klaasen let off the hook. Tomato staying in the previous visit, but Klaasen gets the job done. Gurney, having seen off Lewis, cannot do the same against the number 11 seed, Jelle Klaasen, and he is through to the final day of action. We'll hear from Jelle in a moment, then we'll have 4 more matches of second round. Peter Wright and Michael van Gerwen still to come.
Starkes Auftaktmatch von Jelle Klaasen. Bezwingt Gurney mit 6-4. Jelle, congratulations. That was a difficult match against Daryl. He's playing very well the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was difficult. I knew I had to play Daryl or Adrian Lewis, so I knew I didn't have a easy game. But I was a little bit happy with my game. I missed too much doubles in the beginning, but Daryl missed some as well. So no, I'm happy with the win.
How's your wrist doing?
Surgery next month, so it's still hurting, but yeah, hopefully next month it will be better.
Okay, let's play this weekend here. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Jelle Klaasen. Sagte, dass das generell